All right, so I got into this hilarious argument one day. Like, Patrice, when he used to just get sick of white people, would, you know, he just would stop coming down to the club for a little bit. And then sometimes he would call me up and vent.
About white people?
No, he would vent at me representing white people. So one time, I'm sitting at home, just being white, you know, hanging out, having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. The phone rings. I pick it up. I'm like, hello. And he just goes, Bill. He goes, what do white people do? So he didn't even say hello. I go, what do you mean? He goes, what do you do? And I'm like, I was like, did you just get pulled over by a cop? Like, where's this coming from? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do we do? Like, what? He's like, what do you do?
Like, what do you bring to the table?
Yeah, he's like, black people, we do this, we do that. What do you guys do? You're going.
That's hilarious.
Like you say, yeah. But the thing about it is,
how did you answer him?
I've answered him like, I go, what do you mean? What do we do? You just don't recognize our shit is mainstream. It's like hiding in plain sight, so you don't see it. So you don't think that there's any sort of culture or anything. Like, what do we do?
Oh.
You look at skateboarding, okay? That came from surfing, you know, when the waves weren't there. Next thing you know, skateboarding and totally evolved into what that is.
Wasn't that something that, like, Polynesian people were doing?
Stock car racing.
Wait.
I'm not going to sit here and have you try to tell me that white people didn't come up with anything.
I'm
fucking do that all the time.
No,
Didn't the Eskimos invent ketchup? Shut up.
But I don't know. Like,
skateboarding? Polynesians came up with skateboarding?
No, but skateboarding...
I saw the documentary. It was Dogtown and Z-Boys in an empty swimming pool in Santa Monica.
But I thought skateboarding came from surfing, and then
this is
surfing come from Polynesian people? I don't know. I could be wrong.
You thought what?
Didn't surfing come from, like, indigenous people?
No,
like Polynesia
I'm talking about skateboarding.
I know, but that skateboarding came from surfing. It was sort of derived of that culture. Right. So I'm saying, but didn't surfing come from...
So you're saying white people don't get credit for skateboard?
I didn't say that. I was just asking who came up with a thing that inspired skateboarding. I'm just wondering. I'm not. What?
I thought this is like literally. Then this becomes the argument I ended up having with Patrice. All right, stock car racing. Stock car racing.
Okay,
that came out of moonshining.
What is that? Stock car racing.
Basically, back during Prohibition, when alcohol was illegal.
Right.
What you would do is, if you were bringing illegal booze, moonshine,
right?
You know, cross state lines and all that type of shit. You wanted a fast car, but you didn't want it to look fast. So what you did was it looked like a stock car you got from Detroit. That just looks like a Chevy. That looks like a Ford. But underneath the hood, you souped the thing up, and you were able to outrun the cops. And the cops didn't have radios back then. Gotcha. So these guys that did this shit, all right, would talk shit about how my car is faster than your car. No, it isn't, blah, 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 blah. So they started racing, and that started stock car racing. That's a cultural thing. Okay. So then it's on TV. So I started listing all of that shit. And he was actually going, like, he said, I think at one point he said, good answer, is what he said. And I just, I'm like, you, I'm not asking for your approval. This whole conversation is annoying.
Is stock car racing like something that's very important to people? Like, is it like a big deal? I don't know. No, you're already looking at me.
Because I know what you're going to do.
I came out wrong. Right. I think I came out wrong.
No, I'm not even going to get into this conversation. And then we're going to go to music, and then everything in music is somehow going to go back to the blues. Like Beethoven heard the blues and the Irish music and all that. Like, well, if you actually, then Nas will be like, well, it all came from the pyramids, and black people built those. How would you know that? How would you know that? Because you went to I'mRight.com and you read shit that said you guys did it. Like, that is the dumbest shit. Like, that whole credit thing is so stupid.
But Egyptians are in Africa, so that's African, so that's black people.
I know. It isn't. No, they're not.
Aren't they?
They're African.
Yeah, so that's my point.
Yeah.
So we're
like when you see an Egyptian guy,
right,
you think that guy looks like you.
I don't know. I feel like some of them are really
all right. So I'm French, German, and Irish.
You're French?
So yeah, I have a little bit of French, but I'm mostly German, Irish. Let me finish.
Oh.
So I'm European. So me and Italians, yeah, we're on the same page. So Ferrari, yeah, that was us. That was us. Those pasty freckle guys, we did that shit. Give me a break.
No, you guys invented like vodka and stuff like that, right?
No.
No? Irish? Russians. Sorry.
I don't
Whiskey?
know. I don't know the history of any of that
Whiskey?
shit. I didn't want to get into this debate.
It's more of a
Yeah.
German Irish whiskey. What's the other ones? Bourbon. No, is that an American thing?
Bourbon. Well, Scotch.
Yeah, there you
Scotch
go.
is from Scotland. Bourbon's from Kentucky.
Yeah.
Whiskey was.
But Egypt is in Africa.
But now it's from everywhere.
I think was Naz's point. Was that a true thing that he
Yeah,
said?
but Africa is a continent.
Yeah, it is.
It's not a race.
True. It's a continent.
There you go. So, like, can Irish people take credit for shit that happens in Romania? Because they're all European?
I feel like there's a reason why this is different, but I don't know why. So I'm not going to answer that question. But I feel like...
Can I have that written on a T-shirt, please?
Like, I feel like an Egyptian person...
What the kind
they
of answer was
necessarily
that?
say, I am African, or would they say, I am Egyptian? They would probably say, I am Egyptian.
Yeah, Egyptian.
But I don't know enough about... All I know is that all this shit is in Africa. So
Have you met anybody over in Europe saying I'm European?
No.
They go, I'm French.
That's true.
I'm Swiss.
Yeah.
Swish? I'm Swiss. This is like a toxic, this always becomes a toxic conversation when
Okay, we'll stop
credit.
then.
No, I'm not talking about you and me. I'm just saying, because I don't want to stir up everybody, because it's very easily.
late, yeah.
It can go off the rails and it becomes
Yeah.
this big race. You're a racist and all this type of
Yeah.
shit.
Resist the urge to read too much into this, people.
Anyways. I'm just.
So stock cars is a big accomplishment for white people, is what you were saying.
No. I'm not saying it's a big. Wow. You know what I hate about this conversation? What I hate about this conversation
I know you feel like you
that
can't come
I
back.
can't say
in the same
anything.
way.
I can't fucking
know.
say anything. If I
You
say
feel like you
anything,
can't come back and say
that's
anything.
true though.
It's
If
gonna
I
go
say
too
anything,
far.
then all of a sudden it's this, and this. There's a whole bunch of shit that I'm leaving off because I'll be called an elitist. Okay, what do? We pretend to go to the moon. That's what we do. The space shuttle. That's the shit. You just see it on TV. That's some shit that we did. I mean, that's kind of a cool.
No, it's amazing.
I
But,
know
like,
the astronauts
also-
weren't rapping. They didn't have their spacesuits hanging off their asses. I know that. The kids didn't want, but the
weren't
kids,
the coolest,
but the kids still wanted to do it. Get out of here! They want Chuck Yeager. It's cooler than any motherfucker out there. Give me a break.
Around with you. I'm just getting your goat because I see you wanting to leap out of your skin right now.
Can I say
space
something? Can I
travel
say
is
something
very
right now?
interesting, but like,
I hate when you do that.
What?
My brother used to do that.
Do what?
You just say shit to get me going. I'm being honest with you, and I'm saying what I'm feeling. Don't just be sitting. You think I can't say some shit to get you going?
I know you can. You do all the time. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have mocked stock car racing or any of that stuff. That wasn't nice.